But it's good, ladies and gents. Welcome to another day of forward testing. So today I took two paper cuts, $150 loss and 130 something loss today. Let's review the losses and see what I did wrong, what I can change, and what I should do again. Now, so let's go here. It's around $400 loss today. Can read the notes. So at the start I was bullish. So there's a lot insights. Okay. So I tried it. I like. If I maximized my exits. So this day I was deep in drawdown. I accept that the two trades that I took, we were in a consolidation day, like the day was full barcode, and we ended up losing like around $100 as we had seen. So I was bullish at the start of the day, and so I was bullish at the start of the day, and price ended up flipping. I ended up flipping to bearish. So yeah, this I was bullish until the market proved me otherwise. So let's just check it out in the chart. So let's go to the open like around here. So when we go at let's shoot the 5 minute. So this was where we opened at, somewhere around here. When we opened, like open right here, pushed higher, then we started to drop. Check out what ES was doing, was forming a very good bearish SMT. Then I was like, okay, this SMT I'll disregard it because we could be dropping to take out these lows here, and then we start pushing higher. And what did I see? I saw that price has no intention of coming back higher after taking out these lows. And how did I know that? It's because it spent way too much time around here. So I was like, okay, we've already dropped. I mean, took out very much lows, and you can see ES also ended up taking out these lows. So this showed me that we were bearish, even though I hadn't seen ES take out these lows. But I saw that we aren't gonna push higher, because if we were to push higher, we would have at least like consolidate around here above the midnight open, like a few pips above or a little bit close to the midnight open, but we didn't even go above there. So I went up on the 15 minute. I saw that we had this beautiful fair value gap here. Now my first entry was before we touched this fair value gap, was here on the, I saw it on the 1 minute that we were dropping, and I was like, okay, it's many times where I've seen price do a small retracement and provide a potential entry inside of the move, so we can take advantage and find some sells inside here. So I saw price drop. This retracement here was the one that had my was the one that had my PNL. So when you go down to 4, you can see that it had this odd block 3 going slowly by slowly 2, and then I found a good fair value gap here that we were closing inside. This kind of closed inside. Then on this drop here is where I entered, putting my stop around there, and I got stopped. Then I was like, okay, I still believe the market is bearish and I would like to see it continue lower. So I went up on the 15 minute and see how price was printing. So my initial targets were like this standard deviation here. Let me remove this no one wanted. So I was looking for a drop towards this low here, and we had touched the 15-minute gap here. So if we touched the 15-minute gap, I was expecting a rejection, then we continue to drop. So when I go down on the 1 minute, I'm like, okay, we aren't presenting any fair value gap that I could enter on, except the market dropped here. Then inside here I couldn't find any entry, but I found one somewhere around here. And go up the 2 minute, you see that we had run buy side. There's a small order block here, and this is a huge favorite. I admit price was choppy. I should have like stayed away and practiced patience because of this. I didn't have patience on this one, so that's on me. Now when I go on the 2 minute, I entered right on this candle here, tapped it, then closed inside. That's where my entry was. So went into some profit, then consolidated, and here we are in price. So yeah, that's how today went. We got killed, chopped up in this whole move. So yeah, those were some of the mistakes that I made. So let's review the trades real quick. And I'd like to say that on the second trade, it was the one that I can say that it was the one that I was actually both of the trades. I should have had more patience, but let's see how it's looking like. So this one that lasted 2 minutes. I think it was like a 2 star. Nothing else. Mistakes. I didn't have patience here. Where should I call it? Lack of patience. Yep. And I didn't have any fear. I was sitting and chilling, waiting for what the market is to show. And then weekly news status. What news did we have today? I think the president was speaking, but it came real quick. So we had flash services PMI, flash manufacturing PMI, and Paul was also speaking at lunch. So we had flash. This here news flash services PMI, and we had what else? Flash manufacturing PMI, flash manufacturing PMI, right? Okay, why isn't it flash manufacturing PMI? Okay, those are the two. We're no longer at the all-time highs. The news status of the don't have any crazy news this week. I think it's there tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. President speaking again. We are 1:20, so it's still New York time there. 4 p.m. new home sales. And how about Thursday? Got GDP 2:30 in the morning. So still got some opportunities we can take. So on Friday we have a PCE index month on month. So I mean, this will be a potential good week. This is not something bad that could kill us. Now, another thing I think I'll have to learn is walking away with one trade a day. And what were the playbooks? They were entered on this. I saw shift and the fair value gap retracement, and we exited by stop loss. Okay, now let's fill this in real quick and move on to the next trade. Right, so I've noted down some stuff, including the reasons I took the trade, what was good about the trade, and stuff. So I'm going to review the mistakes and how to prevent it. Everything else you can read it, but it's so really simple. Like, I took the trade because I saw that there could be some incoming volatility, and market hadn't started to chop yet, but you can see that. Can see that we were somewhere around here in price. So we had this slow movement, and then the moment I entered the trade, it even went more slower. You can see how it was moving. So literal barcode. So I was still looking for it to go higher, to go lower, but it ended up not delivering. Very slow and choppy barcode price action. So what was good about the trade is that I was really calm. You can chill with extreme. I was like calm and put my state of mind very focused and avoiding like something that could make me shake shake down from that state of mind. Now, the lesson I learned from the trade is that I should be patient. Honestly, I could have been patient and not taken this trade. Maybe the second one, but actually both of them I could have been patient. But I'm grateful that I learned that today, this day, on the September 23rd, that I should be patient. I should let the market hand itself to me, not trying to force moves. Not that I forced this one, but it's like I wanted it to move in where I wanted it, where I was thinking, without acknowledging that it's possible that we could have a chop. Why? Multiple SMTs all over the way. High time, SMTs on the high, SMTs on the low, SMTs internally, SMTs externally. Every single place was laid out with SMTs. So I can't be patient, and I will be. This is another lesson learned. I don't take it as a loss, it's a lesson. Now, how did I feel closing the trade? I was a little bit frustrated seeing how fast the P&L like just disappeared. But to prevent the future mistakes is like I have to sit on my hands as long as I can, wait for the market to hand itself to me. And when I see like the SMT after SMT, I really would prefer sitting on my hands and see what the market hands to me. Now that can now go on to the next, no delay. I mean, who cries over spilt milk? Now we're in this 133 loss trade, 100, or should I say 133 lesson trade. I entered somewhere around here, floated around $220, and lost it around, got $133. So it could have been a better day, honestly. The reason I said is because I saw that we had run these highs, tapped the 15-minute fair value gap that I wanted, like that I was thinking that we could start rejecting, and we started rejecting. I don't think we've taken out this high. Let's check the charts. We never took out this high from the 15-minute. You can see that, except if I accepted to take like a 1-to-1 and accept to hold inside this consolidation. Look at how this price action would be looking like. The most craziest I've ever seen. This would have been the only potential way I could have made money on that trade. So what was I wrong? What was wrong here? Again, multiple SMTs. Like there was an SMT somewhere around here. There was an SMT at the highs. There was an SMT somewhere inside internally. I saw more SMTs like on the highs and stuff. Go on 1 minute. You can see that we're putting in SMT here. This actually happened after me getting stopped out, but you can look here. SMT here. Internal SMTs here as well. So market was not really at its best. So this is also another lesson learned. So I should wait for more confluences. So we had flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI today as the news, and the mistakes I did today was lack of patience. I should have sat on my hands, and I know I can. It's just that this day kind of flipped the switch in me that I should wait for more clear confluences. Yeah, and I think that is it. Replay, I don't know why it's not working on the CFD charts, but I mean everything else is working good. And Freezilla Pro Plan is good. Also the insights are really good. You can see that we spent like 93% of this in drawdown, and we were up 38.7, and that I was going to red trade. It's very funny. Another thing is that here we were up around like 208, 220 at some time. Let's do it like this and see. You can see that it was like around 220, and I closed like this. So I could have done better. I could have like straight to break even, but I was so into my head, and it's not that I was in a bad market condition. It was just still processing how market would go lower after making all those moves. So another lesson for today, and till we meet again, stay blessed.